So blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today on Born Again Breathwork. We're going to be breathing into a very tender topic today, but I'm going to try to keep it lighthearted. I'm going to try to keep it from the space of abundance, from the space of our being already complete and whole in Christ. And we're going to allow the energy and the atmosphere of the heavenly places where we're seated with Him to carry us through as we breathe through some tender things today. We're going to be talking about a couple of scriptures just briefly, just to bring it into the mix, because this is born again breathwork, and I do love the Bible and I love Jesus, and I feel like he's been misunderstood by me, probably most of all, but by many. But he is so faithful to continue to reveal himself to me. And so I'm just sharing my perspective, and it doesn't necessarily need to be your perspective. I'm not going to enforce anybody's or change anybody's opinion, but you are welcome to breathe with me and to stay open and to trust Spirit, Source, God, your guides. Whatever you want to call the one. And yeah. So let's do that today. The scripture that came to mind was, um, don't cast your pearls before swine. And I was always kind of a little offended by that because it didn't seem very nice. I always thought Jesus was really nice and polite and maintained, social contracts and respect. I think he did for the most part. But I didn't really understand what that meant, and I'm beginning to get a fuller appreciation for that verse and how it applies to my life. And what I've recognized is that the pearls, the things that I hold very dear and precious to me and to my heart, the things that I value the most, honestly, are those are the pearls. Those are the things that I am to guard in the sense that I don't need to share all of that with just anyone. And that I can actually navigate layers and levels of intimacy with every single person that I encounter. And I don't necessarily have to feel bad about being somewhat more superficial with some people and really deep with other people, because that's just life. That's just the net and the network of Christ. And every single person that comes around to me in my experience is Christ to me. And I recognize that more and more and more. And it doesn't matter the kind of body suit or the temple or the tent or the appearance. It doesn't matter. I do have a grace to look deeper at the person's heart now and assess um, just a little bit more quickly than in the past how much I can share with a particular individual. And I'm really learning to trust Jesus with all of that because he's been the most intimate and loyal friend to me, in a body form, even though I actually haven't touched his body or felt his arms around me. He's just that special and intimate to me, and has been faithful to me and has never betrayed me, has never forsaken me. And even betrayal, it comes in it's a spectrum. It's varying for many people, but I've recognized a pattern of betrayal in my life because I tend to trust way too quickly. And maybe that resonates with many of you. And there's nothing bad or wrong about that, if that is you. And even if you've been more protective of yourself and not been able to trust many people. My mom used to tell me, and this is going to seem rather crude, but it is a reflection of her wisdom. But she used to say, Susan, you can't trust anybody. You can't even trust yourself because sometimes when you think you're going to fart, you're going to shit your pants. And so I love my mom, but I'm grateful that she's on the other side now, that she's actually in the cloud of witnesses, because much of the way that she presented herself to me was not the most affectionate, was not the most tender. Um, and yes, she was sharing from her heart and from her life experiences and what life was trying to teach her. And maybe she didn't get the depth of what God was trying to speak to her and show her in her lifetime. But I believe that I'm helping her even now as she's attached to me in many ways, even in the trust level. And yeah, yes. Thank you for that comment. I see that. Thank you. Um, the deep, deep hurt and the deep wounds of betrayal. Sometimes we don't want to look at them because they hurt so much. They cut so deeply. And, much of that comes from our childhood, from our upbringing, from many adults in our lives who we just innocently trusted, and perhaps they themselves were hurt and were not trustworthy. Um, and so the pattern begins to become ingrained in our body, in our nervous system, in our psychology. And many times that pattern is just passed down from generation to generation. But here we are today, breathing together. And again, I'd like to do it from that space of abundance, from that space of wholeness, from that space of completion in Christ, where he says it is finished, where he took upon all of those really deep wounds in the body representation of our existence today. He did it 2,000 years ago for us today. He experienced that and he rose victorious from that in a way that can bring healing to us, even on a deep cellular, physical, material way. And of course, on the soul level, on the psychological level, in your psyche, in your subconscious, even all the way back to the Father, where all things in heaven and on earth are reconciled to God in Christ. So as we breathe today, I welcome you and I invite you to bring in those tender parts of you who have felt betrayed, who have felt hurt, who shared very innocently, very trustingly, some very deep, intimate things that they held very dear to them, and they were trampled on. They were not cherished. Um, and they felt like pearls being cast before swine, and those precious things were trampled on by people who maybe were pigs with lipstick. Maybe they painted themselves up and appeared to be very beautiful and very caring and very loving, and maybe they genuinely wanted to be that way. But the pattern was there, and the pattern might still be resonating within you. And here we are today to see it, to recognize it, and to find value in it, to appreciate having gone through what we've all gone through, and to bring it back to God, bring it back to the divine, and say, here, this is yours. It belongs to you, and I want you to redeem from this what seems like death. Resurrect it and make it life to me. Make it life to me. Make it life to my body. Make it life to my mind. Make it life to my soul. Make it life to all of the people that I love who are around me. Yeah. So we're going to be breathing in a conscious, connected breath today. But again, I just want to remind everyone that it's really important to me that you acknowledge that you are in charge of your life, in charge of your breath. And so do not compare yourself to anyone. Don't do the breath work in a way that you feel you have to do or should do, really just feel into your body. Keep the breath connected and moving through the body. Allow emotions to come up, sensations to come up. But if at any time in the breath work you feel like, you know what, I just don't want to go there, it's a bit too activating for me, I don't want to go into that sympathetic fight flight state, I want to keep it gentle, I want to keep it restful, then simply extend your exhale to be longer than your inhale. Breathe in and out through the nose, just a nice, gentle, passive, really loose belly breath. And by that, I mean don't clench your belly or your diaphragm. Just let it be loose and let the inhale be nice and full bodied, nice, soft exhale out. And some of those less desirable sensations or emotions or experiences from your past or even present or even future, some worries. Um, the intensity will be dialed down for you, and then you can pick it up back up again when you're ready. And so I will demonstrate an open mouth technique. But again, feel free at any time to just follow your own instinct, whether you want to breathe with an open mouth or close your mouth and breathe in and out through the nose. And you can change that up at any time. Let it be free for you today. Keeping the breath just connected, meaning no pausing between the inhale or the exhale. So it's just one continuous flow of breath. And by doing that, we can stay present with the Spirit and allow the Spirit, the Holy Ruach breath of God, Spirit of God, to cleanse and clear and get into those really threaded, nuanced chords of betrayal and hurt and pain and sorrow. And whatever is present for you, whatever's relevant for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be that specific theme, although that is the general theme that I will be speaking to today. Please just keep your heart open to the Holy Spirit because Mama Ruach knows best. Mama knows you best and loves you most, and will get you there. So, if you have any of these existing conditions, I do encourage you to please breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth only. Because this will tap into your sympathetic nervous system, and I do not want you to get overactivated. So please be gentle and patient with yourself, beloved. So schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, psychosis, epilepsy, any heart conditions, COPD, a delicate pregnancy, high blood pressure or low blood pressure with fainting history, any PTSD, or if you've had any recent major surgery. And again, I add to that at any time, if you feel that it's more appropriate for you to slow it down and to just have a more gentle breath. More aggressive does not mean better. Cathartic experiences are not what we're after here. We are after the perfect union and communion with the God who loves you so much that he believes in you and wants you to be here present with him as you guys walk through life together and you experience his blessings, the plans that he has to prosper you and not to harm you. So let's let love awaken when it so desires. Let's not take the kingdom by force. There's no violence needed here. And let's be gentle and patient with ourselves. So we're going to do it. I'm going to demonstrate it with an open mouth, but you're going to keep the breath connected in a similar way if you're breathing in and out through the nose. So I'm going to do a few breaths and you're welcome to join me. Good. Take a cleansing breath. And then we're going to take a nice breath with an open, gentle jaw, not straining, nice and loose, nice and open. We're going to breathe in. So that was about 4 connected breaths. You may or may not have heard my breath going out and coming in, but I can hear the haws and the ahs as I breathe, and I encourage you to listen to your breath whispering to you as well as you breathe in and out. And the pace is up to you. The music will actually increase in tempo as we continue to breathe, just where we transition into different phases of the breath work. And you're welcome to change your breathing according to that so you can pick up the pace, but always let it be a really full body breath, breathing into the belly and then into the chest, opening the rib cage and the sides of your body, getting as much air in and letting it out gently as you can. And we will be breathing to music. And I have a 45-minute playlist today, so we're right on time. You can do this breath work seated if that's more comfortable for you. Just please make sure your feet are flat on the floor so you're not going to topple over, because we do tend to get somewhat lightheaded when we breathe like this. And if you're lying down, maybe have a blanket nearby in case your body temperature will change. That does happen often. Or don't have too many pillows underneath your head either, so you have a nice open channel for the breath to enter and to leave. So with that, getting into your breathing position, whatever that may be, we're not going to change the breath yet unless you like to, but just for a moment, we're just going to settle in. And this is a time where we are so supported, where angels just gather with every single one of us, and our guides, our ancestors, the cloud of witnesses, we welcome them, all of the elementals, angelic host, we welcome them. And they're here to support us, and we acknowledge them. And we acknowledge too that they too bow the knee and confess that Jesus is Lord, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And we're grateful, grateful for how Jesus draws us to the Father, Mother's heart, so that we too can be one with Mama and Papa God, and remember our place in Him. Good. So if you're nice and relaxed and you feel comfortable and spacious, you can begin to connect your breaths, breathing in and letting go. Beautiful. And with every breath, we acknowledge God. With every breath, it is praising our source, the one who created us, the one who allowed us to embody these flesh temples. We're grateful for the experience that we have on this planet at this time, as God reveals who we are, and we remember who we are. Connected always and forever to His love. That's it. So good. Yeah. We just stay in this open, spacious place together, acknowledging the deep hurt of betrayal. Yeah. And we hold the space for one another within the heart of God. Walking each other home. Listening not to the voices of accusation and punishment and fear, but we open our hearts once again to the truth, words of life, the words of love, the words of encouragement, that we were meant to be here. We were meant to shine. We were meant to shine. Wherever hope has been deferred for you, wherever you felt like you've had to hide your light, we acknowledge the pain and the grief and the loss of a piece and a part of you that was meant to shine, that part of you that was meant to be brilliant, to be seen, to be heard. And maybe wasn't given the opportunity. Maybe was misunderstood. Just keep breathing. There's no need to have to figure anything out here. Just come back to the breath again and again. The breath knows you, beloved, knows you so intimately, knows every cell, every vibration, every energy, every subtle nuance and fiber of your being. The breath knows it. Breathe her in and let go. And you don't even have to know what it is that you're receiving from her. You don't even have to know the nutrients, the nutrition, the minerals, the vitamins, the sustenance that she's giving to you as you take from her breast. Breathe it in. And let everything else just fall away. She's holding you in her beloved arms, so tenderly, protecting you, keeping you safe, helping you to heal, helping you to gather what has been broken. She's the one that's going to put it all back together for you. All you have to do is breathe. Nice full breath in, opening up your body, opening up your chakras, opening up your pelvic bowl, opening up your belly, saying yes to life. Yes to life, your life, the way that you choose it, the way that you want to express the very life of God in you. It's your choice, beloved. Nobody else's. Nobody else can tell you how to live your life now. Nobody. They can try. They can try. But you don't have to submit to their concept or idea of what your life should be like. Let them go on their merry way or their miserable way. Whatever they choose is up to them. Yeah. Just letting go. Opening up the body again, opening up the rib cage, softening the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Bringing healing to your vagus nerve, helping you stay in a place of stay and play. Yes, beloved. You're doing it. Just keep breathing. Letting your body soften. Staying present right here, right now. Christ is with you. Never judging you, never condemning you, never putting you down. Always being your biggest fan. Your number one cheerleader. Trusting you, believing in you. And he's not telling you to forgive anybody. He's not telling you what you need to do. You know it. You've got it in your heart. It's already been there. The plans for you have been in your being from before the foundation of the world. You already know what to do. He's not telling you what to do, how you have to be. Feel what you need to feel. You're not bad. Just simply letting that energy move through you. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel hurt, to feel betrayed. And it's okay to judge the other person, to feel hurt, let down, disappointed in how they behaved. It's okay to think that they were an asshole. It really is. You're not really going to tell them anything that they don't already know about themselves. You can believe it in your heart. You might not even want to say it to their face, because you're already above that. But maybe there are parts of you who are full of hurt and rage and want to lash out. That's okay too. You're not bad. That's just normal human behavior. Jesus was never surprised by the humanity around him, by the behaviors of the people around him, because he knew what was in the heart of man. He knew. And he knew who he could entrust himself to and who he needed to be a little bit more careful with. And now you, beloved, through your many experiences, are filtering and refining that same wisdom so that you are able to say, you know what, I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to share these things with you. Because there's someone in me who knows me so intimately, knows me better than I know myself. And these words are written in the scriptures already, beloved. I'm not telling you anything that you yourself do not know. It's already been written on your heart. Just breathe and let the Holy Ruach bring it back to your remembrance. The wisdom of your higher self. The eternal, everlasting wisdom of God that's already infused in your heart. letting Mama Ruach come and hold you as you are even remembering the one who hurt you so deeply it felt like a knife to your heart. Yeah, it hurts. Your mama knows. She's holding you. And if she could, she would take that. She would take that pain and that hurt upon herself so you wouldn't have to feel it. Let her hold you. Let her take it. With your exhale, give it to her. Knowing that people are just humans and they're going to let you down. That's just natural. It's just human nature. So very few people have been made perfect in love. But we're learning, beloved, we're learning. That's it, you're doing it. Keep breathing. Keep your belly soft and open. Every single pearl that you ever cast before anybody that has become like swine to you, Mama Ruach is picking it up, cleaning it off, putting it back on. A golden chain, the most precious gold refined in the fire, so that you can be rich in support, in resources, in resourcefulness, in emotions, in love, in security, in safety, in peace, in all the ways that you felt that you were lacking. That's it. Yes. Whoa. Feel the relief of letting go. Feel the relief of that heaviness getting lighter. Letting go of the yoke. The yoke that had you bound up to that person. Where you wanted to be free, but you still felt them weighing heavy on you. Let your body move. Let your body shake, tremble. Let go the energetic imprints and connections and threads and cords that have kept you yoked together with someone who has not been beneficial or life-giving. Beautiful. Feeling the energy of the presence of your guides, your angels, those who've crossed over in the cloud of witnesses who you love, who you wish that they could just speak to you, that you want to connect with. They're here right now for you, right here, right now.
Flowers from the forest full of medicine to help us with our healing.
into the divine again and again.
Flowers from the forest, forest full of medicine to help us with our healing of our bodies, body, mind, and spirit. Spirit of the water, come wash away my tears. Tears of joy, I'm crying, crying for my people. People, we are ready. Remember, we are free, free to be new people, beautiful, empowered, empowering each other. In peace, we come together.
Keep breathing. You're doing great. Don't worry about anything. Don't let any thought take you captive. Just simply breathe. Christ is here, releasing you.
Flowers from the forest, forest full of medicine to help us with our healing of our bodies, body, mind, and spirit. Spirit of the water, come wash over my heart.
Satira Maria. Even right there where you felt you were so alone, so abandoned.
Flowers from the forest, forest full of medicine to help.
Your beloved is there. Your mama, your papa, source, creator, lover of your soul.
Tears of joy, I'm crying, crying for my people. People, we are ready. Remember, we are free, free to be new people. Beautiful, empowered, empowering.
Releasing from your hips, your knees. Whoa, whoa. Your low back. Keeping the belly soft. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. Staying present with every breath, allowing the spirit to just move through you, bringing up what is relevant for you, specific to you. Climbing the mountain now. Keep the breath moving. If you're feeling any kind of pressure, you can tap up and down your breastbone or rub your belly or massage to help open up.
Pour braver ta tempête.
And we climb.
serai plus là, pour te prendre dans mes bras.
And let every heaviness drop
Non,
off
je ne
you.
serai plus là pour toutes tes prises de tête. Non, je ne serai plus là.
Let it be a light journey.
Pour danser avec toi.
Dance with the Spirit.
Car la vie accueille ceux qui s'aiment vraiment. Vraiment, oui, la vie, j'accueille, je les traîne au gré du vent. Oui, la vie accueille ceux qui s'aiment vraiment. Vraiment, oui, la vie, j'accueille, j'enlace au fil du temps.
Let your
Peut-être qu'un
breath
jour,
embrace life
tu m'aimeras un peu.
and blessings, letting go
Peut-être qu'un jour,
of the heaviness of the
tu
past,
m'aimeras comme moi, je
letting it all become
serai
new.
plus là.
Yes, I trust you,
Pour
Spirit.
braver ta tempête, non, je ne serai plus là.
Redeeming the day. Oh, yeah, redeeming what you thought was lost. Saying, yes, Spirit, you're here with me. You're going to make all of this new for me. You're going to make it right for me. I don't have to do anything. You do it for me with this breath. Right here, right now. You are the one that gives command to all of the angels that serve me, all of the elementals that support me. not against me. That's right. Yeah. Breathe and let it become more real to you. Let it become more integrated into your body. That life is for you, not against you. That you are meant to prosper, not to be harmed. Meant to have a future, meant to walk in hope, meant to eat from the tree of life. Ah, yes. Fulfilled promises, fulfilled desires of your heart. That's why you're here. That's what you're here to taste and to see and to create. This Garden of Eden. Keep breathing. Staying present, even if you don't understand all of what Spirit's doing for you. It's okay. You're doing it. All you have to do is breathe. You don't have to see it all. God sees it all. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to understand it all. God is teaching you, guiding you, leading you into all truth. And it will be revealed to you. Thank you for your life. Thank you for what you have done, what you've believed, what you've held on to, the little shreds and fragments of hope and life and love and light.
Lost in a world of illusion, crippled by lies and delusion. In response to the noise and confusion, atomic joy is a nuclear fusion.
Keep breathing. Allow the Spirit to give you joy instead of mourning. Let go of that garment of mourning, that grief, that sorrow. Spirit's clothing you with a garment of praise. It's so light and colorful. That's it. Oh, you guys are doing so well. So well. That's it. Spirit is untangling what seemed like a knot. All the frayed and afraid pieces of you, fragments of you. None of them is going to burn up in the fire. None of them is going to be destroyed. No way. They're all coming back. So you can feel absolutely safe in your body, in your nervous system. No matter what anybody says or does, you can be secure in who you are in Christ. Yeah. It's felt like a long journey for some of you. Trade it in. God can redeem the time in the twinkling of an eye. It can change for you. Stay open to His love. Stay open to His light, His truth. You are so loved. that many are stepping into a new relationship, a new season of being around others who actually are life-giving to you, so supportive of you. They see only the purity of your being, the purity of your heart, the purity of your light. And they will speak that into you so that you can allow it to expand within your heart. And you can really feel it. You can really tangibly see the purity of your true self. Yeah. And you'll begin to see how supported you have been, even when you didn't feel it, even when you didn't know it. Oh, it's good. Yeah, you're doing it. Keep breathing. And we're just getting to the clearing, the top of the mountain, and we can see smoke from the fire that Jesus has lit for you to put food on the fire, to feed you, so that you can be nourished, so that you can integrate it into your nervous system, into your digestive system, even in your soul. These are things that are going to help move stuff that's been stuck in you, that has been running out of you in all the ways that you have felt imbalanced. The food that he's going to feed you up here at the top of this mountain is really going to be absolutely beneficial to your whole being, spirit, soul, and body. So you can begin to slow your breath down if you haven't done so yet, if it feels right for you, but continue to breathe at the pace that feels right for you. So we still have about 10 minutes of our journey. The Spirit is allowing you, giving you grace to be able to see things that have felt like veils of separation. Spirit is removing those veils for you. Yeah. So that you can see more clearly. Seeing from your pineal gland, your third eye, that third eye chakra, that place of wisdom, beloved, wisdom. Not just knowledge for the sake of knowledge, but truth, deeply rooted and grounded in love, wisdom. Yes. Yeah. And as we get closer to this gathering, we already see some of those who have gone before us with Christ, who have gone before us, and they're gathered there to help us on our journey in the flesh. Yeah, they're here to help us, support us, to do things instantaneously as only can be done in the Spirit, behind the scenes, as we live them out in the flesh. They're partnered here to support you, beloved, to support you as you walk. Yeah, to help things fall in line and fall into place for you. And they're so happy to be here for you. They're so grateful that you see them in a different way. Oh, yeah. Just let that heaviness go. Feel and expand the sense of relief and peace and joy. Let it fill your belly. Let it fill your heart, this beautiful, precious, brilliant light of God, who is your light, who is your life. Mandora Koria Sati Tiko Pashi. Yeah, your eyes have been set like dove's eyes on your beloved. You have set him as a seal upon your arm and upon your heart, and everything that you do or say, you desire to honor your beloved. And he sees that, he knows that. He knows that, and he's never condemned you for anything you've ever said or done. He is so in love with you. And he loves the purity of your innocence, of your childlikeness. Yeah. And he says, you don't have to be perfect to deserve my love. I love you no matter what you do, no matter what you say. I am here for you always, and nothing can separate you from my love. Breathe it in. Trust with an open heart. And let go of the fear. Let perfect love cast it out for you. Good. Just noticing what is present for you right here, right now in this space. On the top of this clearing, looking over in this panorama of your life, of your future, what you desire, what's before you, what do you want, what do you really want to experience, what's most important to you. It's important to God too. How do I know that? Because he created you and he gave you the desires of his heart. And he said, I know the plans that I have for you. They're plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. He knew all of your days before one of them came to be, and all he wants is for you to say yes to life, yes to blessings. Again and again and again with every breath. Good. And we're just coming back to being more present with the body in this slower, fuller breath again. Take in a full body breath. Everybody can do this together. Breathe in. Hold it in the top of your lungs for a moment. Let it go with the sound of the wind through pursed lips, nice and long as you can. And pause at the end of your exhale just for as long as it's comfortable to you in that stillness of no breathing. Letting God be God. Letting you be you. Letting you be God. Letting God be you. This union of spirit and body. Breathe when you need to. Coming back into this present moment. We're going to have one last song to come back to. You can begin to slowly open your eyes and adjust again to your surroundings, feeling where you are, feeling the surface beneath you, feeling your hands on your body, your beloved hands of God, the physical hands of God that are yours, touching you, holding you, hugging you. Seeing your room, feeling the floor, coming back at your pace.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
I'm gonna let this song play all the way through, guys. I don't usually do that, but if you want to, you can dance with me.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah.
It's the top of the hour, so if you need to go, go with my blessings and my heart of gratitude and love for you.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
Oh, I love you. I love you so much. And the stranger you are, the better. I love it. Oh, thank you so much for coming and breathing with us today. And those who are on the recording, I will be ending the recording in just a moment, but I want to remind you to please make sure you're fully grounded before you go on with the next part of your day, because you will have been in process if you breathe that whole time, and you will have released lots of toxins and stirred lots of things up, and might be a little bit wonky or lightheaded. So please be patient with your body and take some time to ground yourself. And if you ever need to, please reach out to me. You can email me at hello@bornagainbreathwork.com. You can join our free community on Telegram called Secret Garden, and we meet a couple of extra times a week, a little bit longer sessions to do a few different things like EFT and just chat and really support one another. So you're welcome to join that free community. And just reach out to me. You can always do a free discovery call with me. And if I am able to help you on your journey, it would be my pleasure and joy. So blessings and thank you for joining on the recording.